John Melton coming to you live from Baltimore, Maryland. What's up, EMP? Elite Marketing Pro community. Really excited to be here and just really appreciate Fernie letting me take over his fan page today. I'm going to be getting buck wild all day long. No, I'm just kidding. But I am going to have fun with you for the next 15, 20 minutes. You never can tell. I tend to go on some tangents and over-deliver just a little bit, but really excited to be here and really excited about this conversation. Really talking about hybrid marketing, talking about Facebook strategies to go out and build a business. So as you're jumping on live with me, make sure you check into the comments. Let me know where you're coming in from. What part of the world are you in? I'm actually just outside of Baltimore, Maryland, in a city called Ellicott City, born and raised in Maryland, been in the network marketing industry for over 15 years now, full-time since 2008. And, I've had a lot of success over the last several years leveraging Facebook along with my wife. And her and I have really studied and gone out there and effectively had success using Facebook to build a business, generate leads, generate sales, create duplication within our organization, create multiple income streams. We've done affiliate marketing, online marketing, created our own courses. We've been able to go in some different directions. And a lot of that has to do with trainers like Fernie and the rest of the leadership you have with EMP. I know you guys have a lot of incredible people, so I don't want to go on a tangent mentioning a bunch of names, but I know you have a lot of amazing trainers and people that are pouring into you every single day. But I can tell you that I came from the old school. My wife and I used to do lots of meetings. Drop a 1 into the comments if you've been in the network marketing industry for a while and you've done meetings, you've done presentations, home presentations, hotel presentations. I did that. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. And I can tell you, I spent a lot of time on the road. I spent a lot of time traveling, and I felt kind of like a traveling salesperson. I don't know how many of you can relate. John Aaron, thank you for sharing. By the way, if you share the broadcast, I'll do my best to give you a shout out. But I'm telling you right now, for me personally, I was just worn out. I mean, I probably squeezed about 40 years worth of meetings into 5 between 2008 and 2012, something like that, right? Is that 5 years? Yeah, 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12. So for me, I was really stressed out, man. Like I just didn't feel like I was going to create freedom in network marketing, building my business offline. So that's why we started studying network marketing, online marketers, right? Online marketers that were using the internet to build their business. In fact, I still remember recruiting my first person from MySpace. And I remember when we first set up our email list and we first started doing capture pages and trying different strategies. But what's been the best, most effective way for us to build our business has been Facebook. In 2013, I actually resigned from a company I was with for about 7 years, which was a very, hardcore, old school type of company. And, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it works. It's still working for them today. It still works for a lot of companies. But for us, for my wife and I, we have 2 small children. They're now 12 and 8, so they're getting big. But, for us, we resigned in 2013 from that company because we felt like, personally, that we wanted to go in a different direction. We felt like we wanted to use the internet to build a business. We wanted to at least see if it was possible to build online. By the way, I saw some of you did share. Drop into the comments and drop the word shared, and I'll try to give you a shout out. It's not always easy to see who actually shared. But, we resigned from a company, and within about 2 years building a new company, we were able to recruit 300 people, mostly from Facebook, and turn that into 7,000 around the world. So I knew I was onto something. I'm like, this is working. Kate Farrow, thank you for sharing. I knew it was working. Robert, thank you for sharing. But I was also seeing duplication. And that's what was so exciting for me. Andrea White, thank you for sharing. Because duplication is what it's all about, right? If you want to leverage your time through the time and efforts of other people, you need to create duplication. So we started really getting it dialed in, and we started investing a lot of money. I mean, we were investing into coaches, masterminds, seminars, courses. We were investing a lot of money because we wanted to speed up the learning process, right? We didn't want to just go off of our experience. They say the greatest teacher is experience, but It's not just your experience. Learn from Fernie's experience. Learn from Kate McShay's experience. Learn from, John and Nadia Melton's experience, right? We've been doing this 15 years. You can always learn something from someone that's winning. You might learn what to do. You might also learn what you don't want to do, right? There was people out there building big teams, big businesses offline, but I didn't want to do it the way they were doing it. I looked at their lifestyle and I was like, they have income, but they don't have lifestyle. I want income and lifestyle. Drop a 2 if you want both, right? Carrie, Marino, and Melinda Saylor, thank you for sharing. Does this make some sense, right? Time and money. I want both. I want to be able to travel the world. I want to be on the beach and make beach money. I don't want to have to do presentations. I don't want to have to sit down with people at coffee shops. That was my mindset. So we started investing. We started studying and learning hybrid marketing, which is really doing online and offline. I want to be clear. I'm not going to tell you not to do offline. And what's offline? It could be a phone call. It could be a phone call. It could be meeting somebody for coffee. It could be you having local trainings. Offline is still good because you can still build a lot of camaraderie. There's a different energy offline, right? When you're face to face with someone, you're shaking hands, kissing babies, just kidding, right? When you're spending that face to face time, it's still important. Like we still teach people, teach companies, we teach leaders in different companies. We do a lot of consulting and speaking. We still tell them that they should do big training events, whether it's regional, super Saturdays. So you still want to have live events. I know you have the No Excuses Summit coming up in June. Myself and Nadia will be speaking at that event. Super excited about that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But the point is, you still want to do some stuff offline, but wouldn't it be great if the majority of what you did was online, right? So really blending the two worlds together, online and offline. So this is huge, hybrid marketing. And the way you want to look at it too is you want to get good at prospecting and marketing. Karen, thank you for sharing. You want to get good at prospecting and marketing. Here's why. When you prospect people, what does that mean? You're proactively reaching out to people, right? Drop a 3 if you're on Facebook Messenger all day, every day like me. I live on Facebook Messenger. I love me some Facebook Messenger. I rarely call people. I rarely take in phone calls. I rarely even text people at this point. I'm mostly on Facebook Messenger, all right? It's so convenient. The point is, if you're proactively reaching out to people on Facebook Messenger, but that's all you're doing, you are not going to get the same results that someone's getting that's marketing and branding themselves, right? They're doing videos, they're putting out content, they're providing value. But on the flip side, if all you do, in my opinion, my humble opinion, if you're trying to build a network marketing business and all you're doing is putting out content, right? You're again, providing value, you're content marketing, you're educating people, whatever that looks like, whether you're blogging, whether you're doing it on Instagram, I don't care where you do it or how you do it. I like Facebook. But if that's all you're doing, but you're not doing any prospecting on the back end, I also don't think that that's a good idea. I think you should do both. Until you have so many leads coming in that they're knocking you over. Tomas Rodriguez, thank you for sharing. When you have so many people coming to you saying, what is your product? What is your business? Tell me more. What do you do to make money? Because I want to do it too. Or what's that product you're using? Because I want more information. Until you have so many people coming to you, you should continue to prospect. I'll be honest, I don't do as much prospecting these days. Now, I still believe in being a professional conversation starter, so I'm always starting conversations with sharp people, but I'm not in a situation at this point where I have to go pursue business because I have so much business coming to me, because we have so much momentum in our business. But in order to get it to that point, you have to be more proactive, right? Tracy Fudge, thank you for sharing. Be very proactive. And on top of being proactive with your prospecting, until the leads are knocking you over, you should be proactive in your marketing. What does that mean? Videos, putting out content. Whatever that looks like, you need to get likes. You need to get comments. You need to get people reaching out to you. Let me know. In fact, drop into the comments. Let me know if you're generating leads right now. And on average, how many leads are you generating? Now, let's be clear what a lead is. In my opinion, and again, this is my opinion, right? There's lots of opinions out there. In my opinion, a lead is anyone that likes or comments. Now, it's your job to turn that lead into an actual prospect for your business. If someone likes your profile picture of you and your spouse, that's not really a lead for your business, but it's a lead in the sense that, like, you could lead that person into a conversation about your business, about your product. Now, how do you go about doing that? Well, really, it's just having a conversation with them, finding out about them, asking questions. What have they been up to? I've literally had people where I wish them a happy birthday. I had no other excuse to hit this person up for months. I didn't even think about this person. They didn't even cross my mind, right? And I probably didn't cross their mind. We weren't real close, but we were Facebook friends. And I saw it was their birthday. I sent them a message. And it'll probably be an audio recording, right? Drop into the comments if you love using audio. Drop a little microphone emoji if you like using the microphone, the audio recording feature on Facebook Messenger. But I might wish someone a happy birthday. It'd be something like this. Hey, Sylvia, what's up? How are things? Wanted to stop by and wish you a happy birthday. Short little audio message. And when I do that, now you're not going to always get a lead out of it, but when I do that, it stands out to people. They go, whoa, that was pretty cool. I had a lady just recently, 6-figure earner in her previous company. She's been out of the industry for about 5 months. Wished her a happy birthday on Friday. We went back and forth, had a little back and forth conversation. One thing led to another. She joined my organization, my business, right? We partnered up. But it started with me reaching out, wishing her a happy birthday. And you know what she said? She goes, I've been wanting to reach out to you and talk to you. You and your wife do awesome videos. I follow you on Facebook and Instagram. And anyway, I just wanted to talk to you, see what you've been up to. I really wanted to ask you for some advice because I'm concerned on my next move. Like I'm really nervous about what I'm going to do next because I want to do one last company and that's it. And by the way, what company are you in, right? Because I never publicly promote my company and I would recommend you don't either. Now, let me be clear. Let me back up for a second. I'm not saying to never promote that you're in a company or promote that you have an amazing product. Like we have this amazing weight loss product in my company. I never publicly promote it. But people on my team do. I have people on my team that literally promote the product without saying the name of the product. I have people on my team that talk about how amazing their team is or how much success they're having without ever mentioning the name of the company. Now, people might say, well, why don't you mention the name of the company? Don't you want people to know? Yes, of course, but not until they reach out. We want them to reach out to us to ask us. We want them to ask us, what's the product? What's the business? Does this make some sense? That's how you generate leads. Look, do you want to generate leads for your business or do you want to generate leads for Google? Right? I love what Ray Higdon says. Brother Google does not have your back, right? Brother Google is going to tell people whatever they find, right? Meaning if someone Googles your network marketing company or network marketing period, they're going to find maybe some good stuff and probably some bad stuff, right? So the problem is if you are allowing those leads to go figure it out on their own, they might find negative stuff, but that's actually not my biggest concern. My biggest concern is what if they find great stuff about your company? What if they find an amazing website that has all this great content about your company, about your product, and they buy the product through that person's website? They joined that person's team. You didn't even know you had a phenomenal lead that slipped through the cracks and ended up in somebody else's business. You didn't even know. Now, for me personally, I experienced that several times over the years, but more importantly, I really love the idea of curiosity. I love the fact that people don't know what I do. I love the fact that the only people I'm talking to are people that are open, and anybody that's just curious, they're not serious. I don't even need to tell them what I do. It's none of their business. Does this make some sense? And again, I'm not saying I'm right and this is the only way to do it. I know people that post spam. I don't want to call it spam, but they post their company all the time, like an infomercial. Jenny Stevens, thank you for sharing. But they constantly promote their company all the time, and they're a top earner. My problem isn't whether it works. It might work for you. The problem is, does it duplicate? Does it duplicate? Because duplication is what it's all about. If you don't duplicate, see, here's the problem. Tommy Tow Truck joins your team. He can't be promoting about the company all the time on his wall. People are going to get annoyed by that. They're going to go, Tommy, what's going on, bro? Are you drinking some Kool-Aid? Right? You have to identify people and really sort, not sell. You have to identify people that are open. And how do you do that? By providing value, creating curiosity, not always leading with the product or opportunity. If you do 15 posts over the next week, 10 of them should have nothing to do with your business. Does this make some sense? How many of you are already following the 80-20 rule? Let me know. How many of you are already following that attraction marketing strategy? And I'm pretty sure EMP teaches the same thing, right? Not always leading with your product and business, right? 80-20. Keep it more about curiosity, more about your brand, more about you, and then bring people into your world. Now, on top of that, when you're doing videos and you're putting out content, that's like you watering all the seeds you're planting. So when you're having those individual conversations through Facebook Messenger, when they see your videos, you're a constant reminder that they need to follow up with you, right? They might just like something and you send them a private message. It might be someone you haven't talked to in 3 months and they're back into the funnel, right? They're back into that business conversation about the product or about your opportunity. That's what I love, man. I love when somebody says, John, I watch all your videos, I'm ready. Or John, I've been watching your videos, we need to talk, right? So you got to understand when you share a business with somebody, they're Googling you, they're looking you up. What are they going to find? Are they going to find a profile picture with just you and your cat, right? Or it's just your cat, period. It's not even you, right? Are they going to find that you never post value? You're never posting any valuable content. It's just you posting about your company all the time. You got to be a human first and a marketer second. Okay, this is important stuff. Now, the other thing, every single day, this is another note I wrote down for you. I think this is so important. Every single day, you should do what we call 5-5-3. 5-5-3. So every day, you should friend up 5 new people on Facebook. Now, you might meet those 5 people on Facebook. You might meet them on Pinterest. You might meet them at your son's soccer game. I don't care where you meet them. 5 new friends every day. The reason I like 5 new friends every day, or better yet, I love when you meet those friends when you're out and about, right? You might go to a restaurant, you meet an awesome waiter, friend them up on Facebook. Why do I like that? Because they actually met you in person. They know you're like a real person. Sometimes when you're just friending up random people on Facebook, sometimes they're trying to sell you just as much as you're trying to sell them. Or it's someone that doesn't know you and they don't trust you because they don't know if you're just like a robot or a fake person, a fake account. Does that make some sense? So meeting people when you're out and about is really good. But my point is, I don't care where you meet those 5 friends. But if you get 5 new friends, and the reason I like 5 is because it's, in my opinion, a very low number. I think anybody can find 5 new friends a day out of the 2 billion on Facebook. But over the course of a month, that's 150 people. That's 150 new friends. So if someone says, all my friends suck, they all can't stand network marketing. None of them like me or my products, which, by the way, Eric Worre, I think, is the one that says this quote: you will be punished or rewarded based on the life you led prior to getting involved in network marketing. So some of us are punished because we weren't that nice to other people, right? We don't have the best reputation. That's okay, though. We can fix this. When I got involved in network marketing, I was 21. I had earrings, a tongue ring, and I was a straight up punk. Network marketing and personal development, plus Nadia, my wife, saved my life. No joke. So just understand that it doesn't matter if you come from Yale or jail, you can build a business. Whether that's an affiliate business, an online business, your own business online, or a network marketing business. The point is, you can build back up your reputation. You could build a reputation and build a following from people that you didn't know today, but you meet them tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. Capiche? So 5 new friends a day, that's 150 over the course of a month. That's 1,500 people in the next 10 months. That's a lot of people, all right? So you don't have to worry about, not having a good warm market. I'm in the NFL, no friends left. Dude, who cares? Start over, right? Find new people, okay? Bottom line, 5 new people a day, 5 new friends. Now, the second 5-5-5-3, daily method of operation, the second 5 is 5 people that you pique interest, right? 5 people that you share a video with, you invite them to a home meeting, you invite them to a webinar, you invite them into a private Facebook group. We love Facebook groups. How many of you are using Facebook groups right now? Drop a 6 in the comments if you're using Facebook groups to share your product or share your opportunity. I'm a big fan of Facebook groups. Why? It creates the same social proof that a home meeting or weekly meeting does. You can create mad momentum, just crazy, exciting duplication and momentum in a Facebook group. Why? Because anybody can add people into a group. Anybody can tag their friends or family in a video or a post, a testimonial post on the product, a testimonial about the business, whatever, right? The point I'm trying to make is, whether you are inviting people to a meeting or a webinar or into a private group, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. Invite 5 new people. Don't invite the same 5 people every day to take a look at your business, right? You're beating a dead horse. Here's the problem. When you keep inviting the same people over and over and over again, you look desperate. You have commission breath, right? You have agenda. All you're ever talking about is the business. In fact, if you want to follow up with people that aren't getting back to you, follow up with them and don't even bring up the business. And if they don't bring it up, Maybe they're just not interested. Listen, just because someone doesn't join right now, you got to think long term, dude. You got to wait. You got to be patient. They're not ready, right? They're not at high noon. The timing isn't right for them. Wait until the timing is better. Stay in touch, especially if it's a quality person. Stay in touch with your leads. Stay in touch with your best people, but don't always come at them with the business. They're going to be less likely to join you if that's all you ever talk about because they don't want to be like you. And they feel like you just want to make money on them. They don't feel like you have the best interest in mind. Does that make sense? Like you don't have their best interest in mind, and they're just not going to have as much interest because of this. I know this is counterintuitive sometimes because we're in sales, we're competitive, we want to sign up everybody, but you got to think long term, man. Like it's all about what you earn long term. It's all about the long term residual income. Success with Melanie Gibson. Thank you for sharing. That's what it's all about. And you got to think like this. If a year from now you prospect someone you've been in touch with for the last year, wouldn't that be an easier person to sign up and work with than somebody that you're cold prospecting a year from now? So that's how I'm always looking at it. I'm like, I'm going to build relationships with great people. I'm going to stay in touch with great people. And by the way, staying in touch isn't necessarily just private messages. Sometimes it's just you putting out videos, and those people see your videos sometimes. And even though you're not talking to them, they watch your video. They feel like you're talking to them. Does that make sense? It's quite fascinating how many people feel like they know everything that Nadia and I are up to because they follow my Instagram stories or they follow me on Facebook and they see my Facebook Live videos. The point is you're doing the marketing and you're doing the prospecting, which is really just having conversations. So the three, so I said 5, 5, 3. So 5 new friends, 5 people you invite or peak, 3 people that physically watch the video, 3 people that physically sit through a presentation, 3 people that try your product, 3 people that actually look at what you're doing. Does this make some sense? I mean, again, if you have 3 people every day, 3 new people every day, look at what you're doing. That's 90 people over the course of 30 days. 90 people. Dude, if you expose 90 people every single month to your business, you are going to make 6 figures. Right? You're going to. Even if you walked up to every single one of those 3 people and you said, listen, you don't want to make money, do you? You don't want to make money, do you? You don't want to lose weight, do you? You don't want to have an amazing skincare product or have a travel service, do you? You don't want that, do you? You would still get sales and get signups if you were literally trying to talk 90 people a month out of your business. Do you get this? Humble beginnings. Thank you for sharing. I'm just trying to get to a point of letting you know it's a numbers game, because that's really what it boils down to. People aren't numbers, but you sure as heck can't make a fortune talking to the same 5 people over and over again, the same 10 people over and over again. You need to meet new people, you need to prospect new people, and you need to share your business or your product with 3 people a day. In my opinion, if you do that over the course of a month, the course of 6 months, the course of a year, you're going to see success. And again, this is something simple that you can teach new people, because sometimes new people don't really understand and grasp the simplicity of network marketing. You talk to fresh people every day about your products or service, and you talk to fresh people every single day about your business. And over the course of time, you're going to have people join your team, and you teach them how to do the same exact thing. Now, the next tip, ATM. And this is something we're going to elaborate on next Thursday. In fact, mark your calendar, because next Thursday, myself and my wife was supposed to be here today, but she lost her voice. And we have a big speaking engagement this weekend. So the last thing we need her to do is completely lose it. Although it's just about gone at this point. She's like whispering to me. It's kind of funny. Although I do like when she whispers. But anyway, so next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, mark your calendar. We're going to do a very special training for the EMP community. We are super excited about it. In fact, we're also going to be speaking at No Excuses Summit. I know I mentioned that, but for those of you that just hopped on late, so really excited about some of these upcoming trainings. But we're going to dive deep next Thursday night. I believe this is going to be about a 90-minute to 2-hour training, actually. So mark your calendars, budget that time, promote this to anybody you know, any of your affiliates, anybody in your organization in network marketing, anybody you know that's an online marketer or a network marketer that wants to build their business using the interwebs, right? They want to use the Facebook. We're going to do this special ATM training, but basically Thursday, 9 p.m., and I don't have the link right now. That'll actually be available very soon, but just mark your calendar so you know it's 9 p.m. next Thursday, Eastern Standard Time. Also, by the way, the No Excuses Summit The price is going to increase this Saturday. So make sure if you're going, you get registered and you get all of the people, all your affiliates, all your referrals, anybody you know, get all of them registered by Thursday because the cutoff's Thursday, the price is going up. So you know you want that discounted price. In fact, drop it to the comments and let me know if you're going to No Excuses Summit. I want to know, those of you that are going, I want to make sure I get a chance to shake your hand when you're out there. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be in Vegas. Vegas, baby. Vegas. Can never go wrong in Vegas. Anyhow, let me get to the point. So ATM stands for Add Tag Message. So Add Tag Message basically means you set up private Facebook groups where you're using these groups instead of meetings, instead of webinars. And look, all that stuff is still cool, right? Like I said, I'm not ever going to tell you that that stuff doesn't work because it does work. It's been working for years. Sandra Bila, thank you for sharing. But the point is, you can add people into a private group, and then in this community, this secret group, you have your videos, right? Videos on the products, videos about the business, videos on the comp plan. You do recognition, right? You tell stories. You do before and after pictures, maybe if you're in a weight loss or skincare company. You put all kinds of content in there, all right? I started doing this actually years ago, 3-4 years ago, using my team Facebook group because I heard Danny Johnson teach this years ago. For those of you that know who Danny Johnson is, drop into the comments and put the word Danny. So Danny Johnson, she used to teach Expose, Involve, Upgrade. I think that was the first person I ever heard teach this. But basically the mindset was you expose someone to your business, you get them involved in a weekly meeting or involved in your trainings, and then they upgrade. They end up signing up because they're already involved. They already feel like they're a part of the family. So we started taking that philosophy and using Facebook groups. So I would share my business with someone, and I would add them into my team Facebook group because my mindset was, if they end up in the group and they get on, like, and also getting them on training calls, by the way. So we have a Saturday team call that we do every Saturday at noon. Maybe there's corporate calls, whatever. The point is I would start getting them plugged into training. I would start getting them plugged in to, like, our culture and to our environment, right? Because the thing was, it's like, if they signed up, what's the next step? Training. If they sign up, what am I going to do next? Add them to the private group. Why not just add them now? Because now if they're in the group, they're going to end up joining anyway. So this started working really effectively. I'd have people like hit me up like 3 months later. They'd be like, because again, remember, I'm not using my public profile to promote my business. I'm using it to create curiosity, but I'm not publicly promoting it. In fact, at this point, I never promote it because we do a lot of generic trainings and coaching in the profession, so I never promote my business, at least not my network marketing business. So the point is, we would literally expose people, you know, by using webinars, videos, whatever, and then get them in those Facebook groups. And I'd have people months later that I forgot that I added to the groups. They're like, John, I'm ready to join the team. I've been watching you guys, man. You got a lot of momentum. What's going on? Like, I'm ready to get started. I saw the new products. I didn't even hit them up. They were just getting dripped on. They were getting dripped on by the Facebook group. Isn't that awesome? So I'm telling you, this is so effective. So you should set up a group if you don't have one now for your network marketing product. Maybe you have a team group. You want to use that. Now, listen, there's a lot to it. I'm not going to tell you it's just easy. You just set up a group and just, you know, voila, you start making money. But if you can get some key leaders together, you see what's cool about it is it creates the same social proof as a weekly meeting. It creates just as much interest as it does, you know, promoting a weekly meeting or a conference call or a video, whatever. So you're just putting people in this private community. You can tag them in the best posts, right? You can even do what I call group chats, because group chats, right? So the ATM, add tag message, these group messages, these group chats are so effective instead of doing three-way calls. Instead of doing a three-way call, do a group chat. So you add someone into a private group, you tag them in the video you want them to watch, and then you set up a group chat, a group message, where you put your upline in there. Or maybe you are an upline and you want your downline to start introducing you to people in group chats. And by the way, you don't put all prospects into one group chat. It's an individual group chat for each prospect. And the reason being is you might have a red apple in there that's really interested. You don't want them in there with a rotten apple, someone that's super skeptical, asking all kinds of crazy questions that the red apple would have never even thought to ask. And now they're going, maybe I should know the answers to those questions too, right? So the point is, you can do group chats, and that can completely replace. In fact, drop an 8 in the comments if you're doing a lot of three-way calls, because I also found that to be almost as exhausting as freaking home meetings. So I was like, but I still need to support my team. I can't expect people to close their own prospects when they're brand new. I mean, some of them might do it, but most of them won't. And the problem is those people will quit when they start coming up against objections and questions or adding people, but nobody wants to join the team, or people have all these questions. They're getting frustrated because they feel like they don't know what they're talking about. They're too new. They're too inexperienced. So I wanted to be that support, and I still am today. I still teach all my leaders. When you sign up new people, tell them to put you in group chats with their prospects, even their customer prospects in the beginning, just to give them that comfort and help them earn while they learn. See, in network marketing, or in any business for that matter, you should spend a lot of time learning in the beginning, and eventually you can remove the L so you start earning. Capiche? Anyway, this is really effective. You're adding people to the groups, you're tagging them in the videos or the posts, and then you're setting up group messages. Alyssa, thank you for sharing. Shumalia, I probably butchered your name. I'm sorry. Thank you for sharing. Those of you that share, I'll give you a shout out. Anyway, does this help you? Are you getting some value? Drop into the comments. Let me know, what was your biggest takeaway so far? How many of you like the ATM strategy? So instead of doing three-way calls, you're doing group chats. You're doing group messages, right? Instead of doing meetings to expose people, you're adding them to Facebook groups to expose them. All right, ATM ad tag message. This is an effective strategy. Also using 553. I believe next Thursday we're also going to talk about the the Facebook video launch that we teach, so that you can market your product, market your business, promote it, launch it, but do it in a way that creates curiosity without giving away the farm. See, you want to be the preview to the movie. Don't ruin the movie. This is so huge. This is so huge. When you start grasping onto the concept of curiosity marketing and making people beg you for a link, they're reaching out to you because they want to know what product you're using. They want to know about your business. They want to know how they can get involved. I'm telling you, it is a game changer. So anyway, next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, mark your calendar. I believe one of the EMP members said they're going to send out an email with the link, with the registration link, so pay attention to that. Block off your calendar. It'll be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tracy, next Thursday, the 13th. And then the No Excuses Summit is in June, and I'm pretty sure the price goes up Sunday. I think they said the last day Saturday, so it's got to be Sunday that the price goes up, and that's going to be an incredible event. I can't wait to meet each and every one of you. Look, if you're serious about your business and you're not just interested, see, being interested is like, oh, I'm interested in losing weight, or I'm interested in making money. Being committed, being serious, it's a totally different deal. So if you're serious, you got to go to this event. You have to be at No Excuses. I mean, look, I've been going to events all my life, and I can tell you, I constantly learn something. I constantly go to events because I'm always developing myself. I always get a takeaway. I always learn something new, whether it's from the person on stage or the person out in the hallway that I have a side conversation with, right? You got to understand how crucial this is. This No Excuses Summit is going to be a complete game changer for you and your business, because they're going to learn, anyone that attends this event is going to learn from the best of the best in the attraction marketing, online marketing space, right? They're going to have some of the biggest and best trainers that teach on different topics for you to go out and have success. You're going to have a ton of fun, meet a lot of great people. I would recommend taking a lot of pictures, right? Recording videos, just going all out. It's going to be a blast. You're going to learn from people that have made multiple seven figures. You know, you're going to hear some inspirational stories. I mean, look, and if you're detail oriented, like you want to know exactly what to do to build an online brand, build a fan page, an email list, a capture page, whatever that looks like, right? Build websites. I believe they cover just about anything and everything you could possibly want to know. And I know they have some of the best in the business. So anyway, appreciate your time. Appreciate all the awesome comments. Appreciate Fernie for setting this up and the EMP community. And I'll definitely be seeing you guys next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to share this if you got value. You can also tag any of your friends in the comments below, and make it a great day. Make it a great, what's today, Friday, Thursday? Make it a great rest of your Thursday, and have an awesome weekend. See ya.